Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, yada yada yada. So yeah, this is another relationship story. Hey, how many relationship stories have I said on this channel? Like it's about 4 or 3. See, story is plenty, story is all grand. Like seriously, god, seriously guys, this particular story is about how I almost married a man who is, oh gosh, a man who is, oh, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to just put it out there to everyone. Every time that a person, congratulates you for doing something and congratulate you for something, it doesn't really matter for you to say, that thing that they say when you greet somebody and they be like, same to you. So it doesn't really matter for you to say that. You don't know the amount, like that same to you. Okay, fine. If it is sources, yes, it might same to you. The person might, but sensitive things like marriage, sensitive things like children, for people who are looking up to children, sensitive things like marriage, for people who are yearning to get married, like it is really unnecessary. You just pray for them on your own, and trust me, that person is doing everything in his or her power to get what he or she wants also. So instead of saying same to you, or that ridiculous thing will say, yo, but will say no a day. Okay, fine, oh my day. So what's your home? Oh my day, like just leave it to God. I don't get if you guys understand what I'm saying, because that would really go a long way for people who are going through stuff like that. Like, I feel that people should just shut up on saying that. Just shut up and let that person concentrate. Let that person, just face his or her business and know where it's going to end to, because that word can actually push them to want to do more. And this had to do with the story that I have to say. Hey, my people, just sit down. Okay, guys, here goes the story. So yeah, I think in 2020, 2021, after COVID-19, there was this we got talking. It was after COVID-19 has gone down a bit, and then people we are still talking about it little by little. And some in a part of Nigeria, in Lagos State, Nigeria, there was still partial lockdown. But in some other states, like Ondo states, where it is not so severe, they have started going out and stuff. So yeah, I met a guy. I met a guy, actually not meeting for the first time. So the guy was actually my friend's friend. My friend's friend, like their family friend. So I've seen him before with my friend, and I know, okay, their family friend. So yeah, we just happened to get talking back on a social media platform. We got talking, and we started talking very well. And at that time, I was also open. I was open to relationship. I was open to friendship, whatever you have to bring. So, I'm sweating. I was open. I can't hold the fan because of the microphone. So I was open to everything coming. So yeah, the chat was nice. The chat was very, very nice, and it was very okay. So we got talking generally. And then we got into like, seriously, let me just let me make this story pure. Let me make it pure, you see. So yeah, we got into a relationship straightforward. Not straightforward like head on. We finalized and be like, it was not like the I don't know what we have story that I told you about, where a guy ghosted me, or about the other relationship story. It was about it was us. He was also ready for something. You see, what pushed me was actually that I was ready for something very serious, because during COVID-19, I got really, really deep. I got really, really deep. I started being deep in religion. And it was not like it was the COVID. It was not the COVID that actually prompted me. Maybe like, oh, okay, the news that people are going to die or something like that. It was just that, that 2020, I had a lot of time to reflect. I had a lot of time to read the Quran. I had a lot of time to listen to lectures. And during that time, you don't go out to worship also during the lockdown. So we're kind of doing worship sections, like major worship sessions that we are supposed to go to the masjid to do. We are doing it in the house. So it was kind of, you have to read ahead. There's this thing we do in my family where a person gives a sermon on Friday. So instead of going to the masjid and have the imam do that, we're doing that ourselves. So during my time, I was reflecting and doing all of that. So I just used the time to reflect and read books. That was what I did. So that gave me the insight that, okay, I need to be serious. So I was not looking for mere relationship. I was looking for a partner. Then I met this guy. We got talking. The chat was interesting. I like someone that is able to hold the conversation. When you're able to hold the conversation, like we're able to, you're flowing. So yes, it was flowing. It was doing everything. And so yeah, we just decided that, okay, we want to go on into the relationship. And then we started the relationship, and then we get talking. In relationship stage now, like you guys will be talking favorite color, favorite food, favorite this and favorite that, and you'll be talking about those silly things you do in relationship, talking about number of children you want to have. But how many did we even say we want to have? I forgot. Reasonably three is the most that most people want these days. So I think it was three. And then we were just talking about a lot of stuff. Like we were talking about a lot of stuff, and then we missed the important topic. You don't know what this did to me in the end. This dealt with me. It opened my eyes, and I was like, really? See, just in case you are single and looking for a partner, or you might just want to give someone this advice, make sure you tick all the boxes. Like, check all the boxes before you decide to go all in. If you are really looking for something serious, yes. If you are looking for a real deal, make sure you check all boxes and leave no one. Even the ones confirm, because this is what happened to me. Even the ones confirm it and be sure. And be sure. There is someone I know that does this. That person knows something and will still ask you that question. I think maybe, not that I'm thinking about it, I think that person is just trying to be sure. So be sure. Even if you know, still ask to confirm. Because when this thing happened, it broke me, and I'm sure it broke him too, because we were all in. We were in, like in, like although our location was different. It was in Lagos State, and I was in Ondo State, Nigeria. So yeah, we've not even seen each other. But we were in. We were very in. I keep mentioning we were in. Like, we're just like, okay, this is like, it's just like you saying this is the one, and then you remember, and then you got to find out that person is not even the 100th or the 1000th. Like, that person is not even on the roll at all. So that can break you, because it broke me. God, if I am an emotional person right now that I'm thinking about him, I'll cry. Trust me. If it was you, if it is you, in fact, you will cry. You cry. So yeah. Now, what happened? What happened was that we were asking each other a lot of questions. I asked about his work. His work was unclear to me, so I kept asking. I kept asking. I kept asking because I wanted to be sure that this man that I'm going all in is responsible, is has the sense of work. The kind of men, or shall I say boys, that are in town now. So I was trying to confirm that this man is responsible. So I was asking. It was good. He was managing his father's business, and then he had also business mind. We even talked about the business, that we can make it a family thing also. We talked about the business that we're going to do, startup point. Oh my God. We talked about the business that we're going to start up. Okay, this business. And I was like, we can even be, oh God, I can't even. Okay, yeah, so that was checked. Also, I checked, what did I even check next? I checked what? See, guys, I checked a lot of things. I checked that he's a nice looking guy. The beauty is there. So I checked the responsibility too. I checked what again? I just checked. I think I checked everything. I checked the honesty, to know that he's an honest man. He's benevolent also. See, between you and me, I checked everything. Except one thing. One thing that broke us. And what was that thing? See, if I tell you this, it will be very funny. But don't laugh at me. Just learn from it. Because I feel like even when it happened, I learned. Because I learned, my dear. I learned because I did not even thought about it. I didn't think it could happen. This person I'm talking about has let me talk about what really happened. There was a day I noticed that as a Muslim, you are dating somebody, you want to give the person updates, right? Oh, I'm just coming back from work. Oh, it was so stressful. Oh my God. And then on Fridays you'll be like, oh, I'll be going from work to masjid to observe Juma, and then you come back and be like, I just got back from Juma. You just give random gist that, oh, so and so happened at Juma, because we talked regularly. We talk regularly, and for once I noticed that this person did not mention Jumat prayer to me. But on Friday, he greets Juma Mubarak. Fine. Juma Mubarak. But there was no conversation like, oh, I pray that, oh, the Imam preached about, that kind of thing that you talk about. The Imam preached about so today. I'll be driving my dad to, I don't even know, but those kind of things. Or, sorry, I missed your call. I was observing Juma. Oh, sorry, I missed your call. I was trying to run to Jumat service. I noticed I gave it like 2 Fridays to study. And I was like, okay. So the day I was to get the banger was, I waited that Friday that I studied, 2 Fridays that I studied, then the Saturday, it was time for discussion, conversation. So when it was time, we begin, right? And I said, where did you pray yesterday? I don't even know the question I asked, but I know I asked something that has to do with Juma. And he said he did not. Okay. You're a Muslim, right? Because I was scared of what I was discovering. I was scared of, when you already know something in your subconsciousness and you're just praying that it is not so. You're praying that something just weighed it off. something just, maybe it escapes his mind, or he doesn't usually talk about dream. Like, I can take any excuse, but not what I have in my subconsciousness. Because, see, this, I'm not talking about Omobolanle Adesholaye. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about John David. I'm just trying to tell you that this person has a Muslim name. A Muslim name that most people that are not even Muslims love. Like, when they hear it, they'll be like, I love that name. That was the name that this person was bearing. So, to think that this person might not be a Muslim was out of it for me. Was not even in my thinking at first stage. So I did not even bother to ask, because the last time I checked, you were. Because that last time I could remember, that last time I said I know this guy through my friend. So that last time was even a Muslim occasion where I get to see him with my eyes. I think the last time I get to see him with my eyes the last time. So it was a Muslim occasion. So why should I ask that kind of question? So why should I be asking him something that I know? I was just expecting him to be like, yes, you know now. And yes, now. What do you expect? You know? Because why not? So I said what I said. I said, are you're a Muslim, right? And he was like, that was when I started hearing story. Oh, my people, my people, it would have been shocked. Let's say we have now planned wedding. We have now planned everything. We have now planned wedding. We have not planned everything. Maybe when I now get to his house, I now discover that I should pay this thing that I thought is not so. My sister, film will happen. Like, God. From that part that was broken, I'm just also thankful that it didn't get to that stage. Because, oh my God. Because, so the story you told me, is that, he is from a separate home. What do I mean by separate home? The father is a Muslim, the mother is a Christian. This bridge has ended. Immediately I knew. So it's just like a family, a divided family. Right from the root, not even from the children. From the root, from the father, mother is divided. So on Friday, the father goes to mosque. On Sunday, the mother goes to church. Now, it was fine. It was fine. Okay. But let me just ask you, what side did you choose? Although I know that, immediately I know that information, that the two roots are divided. I already know not to expect much, but I just want to like, just evaluate my chances. And I got a very funny reply. It was like, he's not a Muslim. He gave a lot of propositions about how he doesn't want to be seen as a Muslim or known as a Muslim or something like that. And then he also gave some, which I think is absurd, okay, but he also gave some I don't know, propositions against Christians also, because he said some things also, and I was like, okay, fine, choose one, Abi, you shall choose one. And he could not choose. Now, are you an atheist? Like, is that what you are? Is that what I've gotten myself into? I could not ask that question. I was just thinking about it in my mind. But right there, I know that it was over. Yes, it was over. And we had to just end it that night. That night, it has to just end. Come and see cry. Come and see cry. God. shit wet. Shit wet, because so I just learned that you have to just check all boxes. Like, even the things you know, like I said before, the things you know, just ask again. Keep asking, because you never. This was a guy I thought is a Muslim, because he was a Muslim. Like, seriously, you fasted, you prayed, you observed salat, and do all of that, and then at the end, I say you have diverse. At the end, I say you have transgressed. At the end, I say you have, I don't even know what to say. But it was so heartbreaking. But it opened my eyes. So that is the relationship story. I guess I almost married an atheist.